Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect men doing this work in truth and in sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled, take yourself out of the equation. Something to that extent. And the reason I did this is because the brothers in the camp was reading Joshua. Something stood out to me. Joshua, the 7th chapter, and basically what Achan did, because the Most High told us to take down what was it? Right, okay. It's like the Most High told us to take down the land of Ai. On our journey to get fight for the different lands that Israel got. And we fought 2 battles. And in the first battle, the Lord said don't take anything. Let me see. This is Joshua chapter 6. Verse 16, it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priest blew the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city, and the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Lord Yahweh. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed, when you take up the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel accursed and trouble it. So the Most High right there commanded us to keep ourselves from the accursed thing. It says, verse 19, but all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So anything beside the silver and the gold and the vessel of brass and the iron was cursed. And even those things that wasn't a curse were given to the Lord. And this is a commandment of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. But this what this is just a story once again, that we should follow Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and not our own hearts, man. Because that's the thing with Israel, man. Israel, what I'm saying? Israel's selfish, man. And when you do something, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting all of Israel, man. Like we always bring out, because select a few of 2/3 rather, chose not to follow the Lord. Now we all in this predicament. So back, I'm gonna jump to Joshua chapter 7 and verse 5, because in the battle of Ai, I'm just reading Joshua 7:5, and the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate even unto Shebarim, and smote them, and the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan, to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side Jordan? O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turned their backs before their enemies? For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall invite us around and cut off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? So, Joshua's here, pleading with the Lord, like, why, why would you send us into this land, to destroy us, man? This is verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Get thee up, wherefore liest thou upon thy face? You know, so the Lord like, look, get your ass up. Why you lying for? Why you lying down on the ground for? This is verse 11. Israel have sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. But they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen, and the symbol also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel cannot stand before their enemies, but turn their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you any more, except you destroy the accursed from among you. And you know, that goes into, you know, like I said, the 2/3, man. That's why they have to be destroyed. You know, because they are the accursed things, man. Those are the selfish ones. Now what? The Most High said Israel have sinned. Why? Because we're a unit, man. One body, one mind, you know. And, you know, and we're going to get into it. But Achan went off. But the Most High said, what? Israel had went off. You know, and just for one man's transgression, already 36 men had died. You know. And, let me see. Joshua 7:13. Up, sanctify us, the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thine enemies, until ye take away the accursed thing from among you. So right, you know, even at this present day, man, we can't stand totally upon our enemies. Why? Because as we build, you got 2/3 of our people trying to tear down, man. You know, because they are of their father the devil, and the lust of their father they will do. You know. So, you know, in my opinion, this is a good book, man. It says Joshua 7:14, in the morning therefore ye shall be brought according to your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come toward according to the families thereof, and the family which the Lord and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which the Lord shall take shall come by his households, and the household which the Lord shall take shall come man by man. Skipping to verse 18, and he brought his household man by man, and Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, was taken. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I pray thee, glory to the Lord, the power of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done. Hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw amongst the spoils the goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels of weight, then I coveted them, and took them, and behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran into the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. You know, and like I said, man, that's because one man thinking of himself, man. That's how 2/3 of our people are, man, thinking about themselves, man. Well, you know, like for example, we'll tell our people, you know, they're in slavery, and they'll say, well, I'm not in slavery, I'm doing good. You know. You know, so our people don't give a fuck about each other, man. You know, like I said, from one man's mishaps, you know, we all gotta suffer, man. So, and you know, it's just a great lesson all around, because, like the brother said, and over there in Dallas, man, you gotta take yourself out of the equation, man. You know, because it's not just about you anymore, man. You come to this truth, you understand it's not just about you, it's about, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, of course, and the brotherhood, man. You know, you don't do things just to please yourself, man, because you're doing things just to please yourself. You're getting others, you know, you putting others in harm's way, man. You know, but if you're doing things to, You doing things to please, but you doing things according to how the Heavenly Father wants, man. You know? And the Lord looks at that, man, because our people multiple times in the scriptures, what they always made, you know, a covenant with the Lord. Like, look, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you. All our people, you know, we consented as one people, man. So the Lord looked at that. So now when one person goes off, the Lord like, look, I ain't dealing with... the Lord like, look, I ain't dealing with none of y'all until you kill this this person, man. You know? Because now I look at all of y'all as dirty, man. You know, this is Joshua chapter 7, verse 22. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran into the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua and to all the children of Israel, and laid them out before the Lord Yahweh. And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, the silver and the garment and the wedges of gold, and his sons and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them into the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord Yahweh shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burnt them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones until this day. So Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor until this day. You know, and the Most High is going to keep plaguing our people until, you know what I'm saying, they be destroyed, man. Because they are the accursed thing, man. Why? Because, like I said, they follow their own hearts, man. You know. Now we're gonna get into it because, you know, Yahweh Shai, he's the scriptures say how he's the captain of our salvation. You know, how we shall arm ourselves like him, man. So this is and you know what, a captain, you know what I'm saying? A captain is a leader, man. Somebody you look to lead you. You know, and Yahweh Shai says, this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Yahweh Shai, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than themselves. You know, like I said, you know, if you think about this, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, pray on it, man. Ask the Most High, look, let me truly love the brotherhood, man. That's a good prayer, because if you do that, then now, you know, you're putting stuff out of the equation, you know, just as Yahweh Shai did, man. And that's how he was able to, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know, with the spirit of Yahweh. And that's how he was able to, you know what I'm saying, remind himself of what he had to go through, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was able to remind himself of the struggles, man. Why is he doing this, man? You know, that solidifies your purpose, man. The love of the brotherhood. You know? And if you don't love your brother, man, then the Most High ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Philippians 2 and 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Yahweh Shai, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and made in the likeness of men. Now you gotta understand how hard that is, man. You know what I'm saying, sitting on the right hand of Yahweh, how hard it is to come down here and be a lowly peasant, man. That you know what I'm saying, little miscreants, little ants, you know what I'm saying, could use and abuse you, man. But Yahweh Shai said, look, he thought it not robbery to make himself of no reputation, make himself low, man. And being found in fashion, this is Philippians 2:8, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. You know, and that leads me to what Matthew's, it says in right here in Matthew 26:39. So let's see what that says. This is Matthew 26:39. It says, and he went a little farther, and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And like I said, we got to do according to the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? The will of Yahweh was to put his son down here to lower himself, to take the sins of his brethren, man, so that they can receive everlasting salvation. You know, at this point, the sins of the elect. You know? So would that not be our will as well? If Yahweh Shai is the captain of our salvation? You know? You know? It is written in the book. So that's what we got to do, man. Wherefore God also have highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name. You know, so because Yahweh Shai humbled himself, making himself a little lower than the angels, putting himself on the cross, putting himself, killing himself for the Lord, putting his brothers over him, man. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, he received a high name, man. You know, but it was in the Lord's time, not his, man. You know, you think he wanted to go on that cross, man, be crucified, be spit on? You know, no. It says that at the name of Yahweh Shai, every knee shall bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. You know, but that was it, man. That's the point. You know, if Yahweh Shai is the captain of our salvation, you know, we gotta put on as Yahweh Shai did, man, and let Achan be an example, man, of what thinking about yourself does, man. You kill others, man. Not just you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High could not just look at you, but look at your brothers around you, man, and harm them. You know, so with that, I hope brothers edified. Shalom, Israel.